And that leads us into the final pillar, one that many women overlook entirely. And that is this: self-care or self-advocacy. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of how the term self-care is used these days. It's often presented as bubble baths and candles and massages, which are all lovely, not saying no to any of those, but they're not what actually changes your health. So real self-care is something deeper. True self-care is about self-preservation. So I think that's a better word for it, right? It's not just self-care, it's self-advocacy, it's self-preservation. It's about protecting the habits that protect your health. Things like getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, nourishing your body, building positive relationships, and creating time for joy. And very importantly, letting go of things that drain your energy. And I know this can feel uncomfortable, especially if you've spent decades putting everyone else first. And I see this so often when women come to me for help. They are just depleted. They have spent years and years of their life giving everything to everybody else who needs them. They're really giving, loving women, and that's a beautiful quality, but it means there's nothing left for themselves. And if you spent decades putting everyone else first, as we know, you can't pour from an empty cup. So when you've spent years showing up for everyone else, your family, your work, your community, now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to focus on yourself, because we can't wait for someone else to give us permission to do that. We need to take the ball into our own hands and focus on ourselves. And I like to reframe this too, because I think sometimes we can look at it as, well, if I'm focusing myself, then, my family gets left behind or my work gets ignored. But it's not you instead of them, it's you and them. So you can look after yourself and take care of those needs that we talked about while still being there for the people that need you as well. But it's very important that we also put yourself on that stand too, that we're not just ignoring our own needs forever until it's too late for the sake of everybody else. That doesn't help anybody. So I really like to think of self-care as an armor against stress. So when you're well nourished, when you're strong, when you're well rested and supported, you're more resilient. Your hormones stay more stable. Your energy lasts longer, and you show up as the version of yourself that you actually want to be.